Good morning, everyone. My name is Lauren, and I am a licensed esthetician and skin coach here with Art of Skincare. And today we have a really fun episode. I'm actually going to be going over one of our success stories in our consultation program, our Healthy Skin Consultation Program specifically. We have two coaching programs. We have the acne coaching program and we have the healthy skin coaching program. Now, both of these programs are 4 months long and you are paired with your skin coach. And so in this case, your skin coach would be me, and I collaborate with Gina, of course, and we put together routines for you based on your concerns, your desires, and also what we notice in your skin. Now, today's story takes place with Cindy. So when Cindy first came to us, she had just had some basal cell carcinoma removed from her cheek, but overall her skin was a bit lackluster. We had noticed some beginning signs of glycation. She was quite dehydrated and did have some areas of hyperpigmentation that she wanted to address. So overall, we could see that she had some underlying inflammation and that her skin really just wanted some TLC. So we decided that we wanted to take her treatment in phases. And so if you've worked with us before, or if you're currently working with us in a healthy skin coaching program, you'll notice that there are times where we feel that it's best suited that your skincare journey is taken in phases. So today we're discussing phase 1 of Cindy's healthy aging journey. So Ben, if you'll let me know when you have up her before and after, I just quickly want to showcase this. Beautiful. So now that we have it up, you can see that this right here was 4 months difference. And we had her on a very, very streamlined Rhonda Allison and skin script routine. So also at a fairly approachable price point and a very manageable steps system. And in 4 months, we were able to bring her from this area of lackluster. You can see there's a lot of stagnation. We don't have a lot of that beautiful circulation that we're looking for that feeds the skin. So what we did is we put her on a system that ultimately was able to have her skin behaving better, so to speak, under the surface, so then that was reflected on the surface. So let's get into those products that we had her on. So this is, I would say, an unspoken hero, but I feel like we talk about it all the time because we love this product. So this is from Rhonda Allison and it's the Gentle Peptide Cleanse. So I wanted to actually feature the travel size of this just for many reasons. I feel like this is a time of year when we're traveling a lot, but also this makes for a really lovely stocking stuffer. But I love Rhonda Allison's cleansers and tonics because they all come in a trial size. But what I really wanted to feature was the texture and just overall viscosity, I suppose, of this cleanser. So if you are someone like Cindy, right, who felt like their skin just did not respond well to any cleansers unless it was a cream cleanser, this is the cleanser for you. So this has goat milk, amaranth, and cucumber. So it does have some nice probiotics in there. Perfect. And so you can see that it has a really creamy, fairly light, milky consistency to it. It does have that goat milk in there. So now we'll see that when we're rubbing it together, it's just a really nice, gentle, milky cleanse. But then so of course, when we're cleansing our skin, we want to start with dry hands onto a dry face. And so there's going to come a time, you can see this has really lovely slip to it, but there's going to come a time where I feel like I can no longer move. I get, and there's no longer any slip. At this point, that's when we want to add in a little bit of water to then emulsify. And I'm not washing my face for you guys today, but I did just want to show you again the texture of this product. So we added in some water, and then again, we can see that we got that really lovely slip back. And it really is just a really squishy, silky feel. So this is perfect if you feel like your skin just can't handle a traditional cleanser, then this is for you. And the thing is that we want to be using a gentle, of course, but gel-based cleanser if and when possible, because what we're doing when we're using just a cream cleanser or just an oil cleanser, ultimately over time we're occluding the skin. If the skin isn't able to breathe properly, then one, your products that you're putting on afterwards aren't working to their full efficacy, but also again, we're not getting that flow, that blood flow that we're looking for, or neither are we getting that rehydration in the skin. So even though this has that really lovely, soft and gentle, milky consistency to it, you still have those mild surfactants that are breaking the surface tension of the skin to rehydrate your skin. So that's why we chose something that was really nice and gentle for Cindy, but still was going to give her really lovely hydration. Now, to boost her cleanse from there and to really set the tone for the remainder of her system, we got her onto the pumpkin lactic tonic from Rhonda Allison. So this one here also comes in a travel size, but this of course is going to utilize those pumpkin enzymes and of course is packed with antioxidants because of the ingredient deck. This here just smells like fall. And it has a really lovely after feel to it. Your skin feels clean without feeling stripped. But again, is setting up a really lovely base for the rest of your products so that they're able to just soak right on in. So she had 2 treatment products. Her AM treatment was going to be the vitamin C green tea serum from SkinScript. This has a really lovely exfoliating form of vitamin C. So if you are not a very, very sensitive skin type and you're looking for something that is going to help with overall tone and texture, some hyperpigmentation as well, then this is a serum for you. And I do want to showcase this because working in customer service, a question that we get often is this color normal? So I want to show you what that color looks like. L-ascorbic acid, just in its just being in its ingredient, is prone to variation in color, from being a really bright neon orange to almost having a rusted color. And that's just because it's a natural ingredient and it does vary batch by batch. We do not use any synthetic, or SkinScript doesn't use any synthetic dyes. There we go. Here is that product. So that is the green tea vitamin C serum from SkinScript. And so yes, you can see this is the color it's supposed to be. So it can be anywhere from this almost rusted color to a really bright, bright orange. Both are perfectly normal. It really just depends on batch, but that really is just the nature of L-ascorbic acid. So I just wanted to show that to you because that is a common question that we get. And I'm not gonna let that go to waste. So let's put that on the back of my hands. Now in her evening treatment was also with SkinScript, and it's the Retinaldehyde serum with IconicA. So this is a Retinaldehyde blend right here. This is an ideal starting retinoid. We offer many retinaldehydes, so there's quite a few that you can choose from of varying strengths and varying ingredient decks. But if you're just getting started in the world of vitamin A and you're wanting to introduce a retinol into your routine for the first time, as Cindy was, the Retinaldehyde serum from SkinScript can be a great place to start. This is very approachable both in price point but also in sensation for the skin or activity for the skin because it is a quite balanced ingredient deck. So when you're first starting out with a retinaldehyde, again, if you haven't used one in a while, one of the ways that we like to incorporate a vitamin A is to, on the first week, let's say you're starting on a Monday, use it 3 nights in a row, then take the rest of the week off. The next week or week 2, you can use it every other evening. And then from there, you can explore how your skin likes the ingredient and the regular use of the ingredient. But this is one that I find most clients are able to use full time pretty quickly. And full time is going to be 5 to 6 nights per week with 1 to 2 nights of rest, so to speak. And so those were her main treatments, morning and night. Now, we started this off by saying that Cindy had originally come to us after she had some basal cell carcinoma removed from her cheek. So how did we address that? The very first thing that we did was get her onto the NeoGenesis recovery spray. I know I said that this was an approachable price point of products, and it absolutely is. That's the one caveat. Now, the NeoGenesis recovery spray was so essential because we wanted to minimize scarring and we wanted to accelerate that healing process for Cindy on that area that she had that basal cell carcinoma removed. NeoGenesis utilizes what we like to refer to as smart stem cell cytokines. The thing is that growth factors and stem cells are all fantastic for helping in that regeneration of skin cells, accelerating the healing process, and the happy domino effects that come with both of those. The problem is that a lot of stem cells, or growth factors, so to speak, aren't intelligent in the same sense that NeoGenesis is, and they will replicate both healthy and unhealthy skin cells, which, if you have a history of skin cancer, has a very possible negative effect on you. So NeoGenesis Recovery Serum, as well as the rest of NeoGenesis stem cell products, are all oncology safe. And you can rest assured that they're only going to replicate those healthy skin cells. So that's why we got her on there. And you can see in that before and after photo that you can't even tell where that removal happened because of how drastically that recovery serum had helped her. So we just had her use the spray. You will notice that there's a 30 milliliter spray as well as a 30 milliliter serum. We recommend this spray specifically for post-procedure. So if you think about it, if I'm having a procedure and I know that I'm going to be tender to the touch, so the thought about rubbing something into my skin is going to be uncomfortable, then the spray is for you. Recovery serum is really wonderful for using for full face if you don't have any of that sensitivity to touch or that just minor friction. And then just so that I know, we do find that the best value is the 30 milliliter pump of the NeoGenesis Recovery. You can use one pump twice daily, and that will last you about 90 days. So it's a really great value per ounce, so to speak, when we're going off of it that way. So I did just want to share that with you. Now, we did have her on 2 alternating weekly treatments. So on week A, so to speak, we had her on the NeoGenesis Enzyme Cream Mask. This was after a few weeks so that we knew that her skin was in a good place to start accepting exfoliation. Now, the NeoGenesis Enzyme Cream Mask is arguably the most hardy enzyme mask that we carry at Art of Skincare. This one here has a little bit of activity to it. It's one of those that you can feel working, so to speak. And just as a side note, you don't have to feel something in order for it to be working, but this definitely has a little bit of oomph to it sensation-wise. So we used this, of course, to gobble up all of those dull, dead skin cells, because the Retinaldehyde serum works wonders to help with cell turnover. But when we think about an exfoliating serum, right? We have an exfoliating form of vitamin C, and then we have the exfoliation from the retinaldehyde. That is exfoliation in terms of bringing those old dead skin cells to the surface, but they're still sitting there. So bringing in an enzyme mask is going to allow for the proper digestion of those dull dead skin cells. So then again, all of your products are able to work more effectively for you, and your skin is able to breathe properly because it's not being occluded by those dead cells. Now, the other one that we brought is a favorite. If you've never tried FarmHouse Fresh masks before, I highly encourage you to. They really are just a sensory overload. They often smell fantastic and sometimes even have a stingle to them. And the Mighty Tighty definitely has a bit of a stingle to it. This also has turmeric and banana in it. So this will give you a little bit of a flush right after you first use it. That does subside within 5 minutes after removing, but it does have a little bit of a bite to it when you first put it on. So if you're somebody that is a sensitive skin type, or if you've never used this before and you're nervous about using something active, then just do a little spot treatment or a patch treatment, right? So you can take a little bit, just put it on the side of the neck, really small, let it wait for about 10 minutes and remove it and see how your skin feels. And that's a really good way to kind of test the water, so to speak, when introducing a new treatment or a new mask into your routine. So as we were getting close to the end of phase 1 with Cindy and we were starting to see those really incredible results that she was getting, we then decided, okay, we can get a little bit of a jump start on phase 2 in which she really wanted to start working on her neck. So we really started putting in that work in phase 2, but the first that we did was get her started on Bioreform 28. So this has 28 different actives in it. This is quite a hardy treatment, and it is our favorite for neck and décolleté use, for backs of arms, anywhere that you're really experiencing some of that premature wrinkling and sagging. Bioreform 28 is a great place to start, especially for the neck area. Let's see here. And then finally, the last thing that we had her on was the LightStim. So the LightStim is a red LED, amber LED, and infrared treatment. I'll minorly put it on just so that you could see. So this here, we had her use every single night. The LightStim is quite a phenomenal tool. Now, LightStim found in a clinical study that 100% of their users saw a significant difference in fine lines and wrinkles after 2 months of continued use. What I mean by continued use is that while this is a hardy tool, it does require you to use this at least 5 nights per week. And this is on an automated timer for 15 minutes. It will shut off after those 15 minutes. Once every 3 minutes, it will beep telling you to move to the next area. So for instance, you'll start on your cheek. I don't want to do it on myself because I don't know if it's going to interrupt the video. But let's say you start on your cheek and you're just going to keep it there. It'll beep, perfect. Now you'll move to the next area and it'll work all the way around your face until you are complete. Now, a common question that we get, and with Cindy especially, is she was concerned about hyperpigmentation, yes? We didn't find that she had heat-induced melasma, so this was no problem. She was able to use it directly onto her skin. If you are concerned about your hyperpigmentation, but you want to get started on LED, that's perfectly fine. You can absolutely use this. Just hover it over the skin rather than putting it directly on, because this does emit a little bit of warmth to it. Nothing crazy, but if you do have heat-induced melasma, just hover it over the areas of concern, just like so, and you can again stick with those beeps. Let's see here. So again, today we were going over Cindy's success story. We have a really high rate of success with our coaching programs. So again, we have our acne coaching program and we have our healthy skin coaching program. These are both 16 weeks long or 4-week long coaching programs to where you have a licensed esthetician in your pocket, so to speak. And so you can rely on us for those 4 months to work with you hand in hand in your skin's health and helping your skin reach its optimal best health. So if you have any further questions or curiosities about our coaching programs, I highly encourage you to reach out to us on live chat and we can answer those questions for you. But again, this was Cindy's success story. We will definitely be following this up with other success stories in our healthy skin coaching programs and acne coaching programs in the future. So thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope to see you soon.